Hi there. It's too warm to have coffee, so I'll have a beer instead. Cheers, skål. It's June. We are in the month of June now, the year 2021. And there has been a lot of talk about how we need to collaborate and work together across borders. How globalism is necessary. How coming together, the entire human race should come together to solve our difficulties, our problems. I hate to bring it to you, but it's not going to happen. The future is not about unity. The future is not about coming together. The future will be tribal. Now, in the prepping community, or for anyone who knows anything about survivalism, there's a saying that you can't really survive on your own for very long. The lone wolf mentality, while it might be a good strategy for some time, you know, it's not really. You will likely perish after a while, because you need people. You need people. And that is why I think that if we look back at history, if we look back at how human beings have survived up through the ages, they always come together in groups. They band together and they form tribes. Tribalism is the natural state for human society, for human beings. Now, of course, I'm a big fan of democracy. It's one of the best things that has happened to the human race. I truly believe that. But it's also an unnatural state. Just as order is not a natural state, while chaos is a natural state. We are going to have to face the reality that the future will be tribal. Tribalism is on the rise already, and it has been for some time. And now we have created a segregated society. We have the jabbed and the unjabbed. And when you have a segregated society, going from that to tribalism, it's really not that difficult. It's not that hard, because it's at least parts of tribalism. It's the same way of thinking. It's us against them. We are right, they are wrong. They have more stuff than we have. That's not fair. Let's take it. You know, blaming others. So we need to be at least open for the possibility that the future, the near future, will be a lot more tribal. But before I move on with this video, may I ask that you consider subscribing? And dare I say, if you do, welcome to the tribe. Now, some of you watching this video might disagree. Maybe you would say that, no, you know nothing. Sitting there, you know nothing. Well, I think I do, actually. And I actually think that it's time to do some thinking. How will you survive and thrive in a much more tribal world? First of all, I think it's time to be honest about who you are. It's time to be honest about what matters to you, where you belong. What about your family? Is your family your tribe? I hope so, but it's not the case for everyone. Find your people. I think there's no way around this. It's coming. This is the future, and I'm not saying that we will everything that we know as, you know, rule of law and society will break down. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the future will be a lot more tribal based. Now, one of the reasons is that if what we're seeing now, we allow that to continue, we will have a ruling class of technocrats and well-paid politicians and people like that who won't really care about people. That's not what they will be about. They will be about other stuff. They will be about running the world as a big corporate machine, if I may say so. There are good politicians out there that I think they will be pushed aside, or they are being pushed aside, or they have already been pushed aside. Can you hear that? That's a plane now. I hate that. A small plane. They are I know some of these planes, they are scanning the area. Not all of them, of course, but they can't see me here in the cave. Well, ruining the peace and quiet up here. Now, in the future, resources will be scarce. That's just a fact. I won't get into the whole food shortage thing, but the rich and wealthy will not change their eating habits. Let's just agree on that. I think we need to realize that's how it's going to be. But there is also water shortage coming, I believe. Yeah, it's time to find your people. It's time to reach out, build good connections with people you can trust. And connect with nature. I don't know, maybe you think I'm wrong, maybe you think this is I don't know what you think, but let me know in the comments. And this is one of those things that I would be willing to bet a lot of money if I was a betting man. I'm not, but I would be willing to bet a lot of money if I was a betting man on that the future will be a lot more tribal based, if I can say that. And we are seeing that already. There is no coming together in the future, and a part of the blame now, if we are to put blame somewhere, place blame on other people, which I don't like to do, but mainstream media has been educating people in how to blame others for a long time. Social media, well, social media is tribal already, and it has been for a long time. But that's not the real world, you know. The Twitter, it's not the real world. It isn't. The tough guys on social media are most likely not tough guys outside in the real world. Anyway, just wanted to share these thoughts with you. And thanks for watching. Thanks for spending the time with me up here in the woods. I was planning to film somewhere else, but the sun is, I shouldn't complain, but it's very sunny actually, so I had to hide under here because of the camera and all that. It's really difficult to film when it's very sunny. Excuse me. Okay, I'll finish my beer, and again, thanks for watching. As I said, consider subscribing, and give the video a like if you liked it. If not, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not really that sorry if you didn't like it, but I did my best, and hopefully you will like it. Here's the plane again. Skål.